I have absolutely no idea why I'm doing this. Actually, I do. I know why I'm doing this. I am bored. I have not been out of my house. I felt compelled to do this. So here we are. Hi, hello. Welcome to whatever this is. And I apologize in advance to my two friends and my family who I consistently bother about Twilight. It's my hyperfixation, and I get to do what I want about it. Watch Mojo out here bringing back some not so great feelings about being a Twilight fan. So I gotta do something about it. So that's why we're here. I live in a zoo, so you're gonna hear a macaw, you're gonna hear a fish tank. My dogs might scream. That's okay. It be like that in my house. I apologize in advance. I'm gonna regret having my dogs in here. I don't even know where to start. Recently came across a video on my recommended Snapchat subscriptions, which I don't know why I was there, because nobody actually watches those, you know. However, they knew that I am unapologetically obsessed with Twilight, and they had the nerve to recommend a video to me titled "The Top 10 Reasons Why Bella Swan is the Worst." Watch Mojo is bullshit, and I'm coming for them. I'm coming for them. God, I'm terrible at this. I'm not good. I'm not good at this. They specifically targeted me. No one else. Me. Let us begin the mad descent down into this video.
Was anyone for Team Bella? Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons why Bella Swan is the worst.
Not come for my girl like that.
We're taking a look at why the protagonist of the Twilight saga has become one of the most loathed, yet somehow one of the most iconic characters across popular media.
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
Number 10, she makes life-altering decisions as a teenager.
She makes life-altering decisions as a teenager. You're gonna count that against my girl when every single student across the United States has to make a decision directly after they turn 18. They have to decide what they want to do for the rest of their adult life for the next 70-odd, give or take, years. You're going to make them decide that when they're 18. You're going to tell me it's okay to force 17 and 18-year-olds right out of high school to make a decision, a life-altering decision. What are they going to study in college? Philosophy? Psychology? Just get a therapist!
Whether you crashed your parents' car or got an embarrassing tattoo while inebriated, we all made foolish decisions as teenagers.
I was not inebriated when I got my tattoos. I'm a very big Harry Potter fan. Very disappointed with how J.K. Rowling is handling her life and adding things to everything with Harry Potter, but I still like my tattoos. Were they a dumb decision? Yes.
Bella takes the cake though, deciding at the ripe age of 17 that she's ready to become a vampire.
So that's what you dream about? Becoming a monster.
I dream about being with you forever.
You cannot tell me that if you were 17 and some mythical cryptid-ass, vampire-ass boy came out and was like, "Hey, yo, girl, you want to be a vampire with me and run away? Live forever. Be hot and attractive forever." You would say no. You'd say no. You'd say, "No, I have so much to look forward to, like turning 30, paying a mortgage, paying off a car loan, student loan debt that never goes away, living." No, absolutely not. I would rather be a skinny cryptid in the woods. I would rather be Bigfoot. Thank you very much. I do not want to be a human anymore. At 17?
Edward, Jacob, and Rosalie, amongst others, continually remind Bella that she'd be throwing her mortality away. Regardless, Bella wants to spend eternity with Edward.
Good God! To this day, I still tell people that I'm 17 on accident because I stopped mentally aging at 17 after emotional trauma. I'm 23. It's like 5 years, dude. I stopped aging. I'm a vampire. Fuck your mortality, alright? Fuck your mortality!
Even though she initially has reservations about marrying him.
She does not have any reservations about marrying him. She has reservations about gossip that will go on about her getting married at 18 because everyone will think that she is pregnant. They will think she is pergert. She just does not want to be judged. My homegirl does not want to be judged. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to be judged. This is just number 10.
Consistency? What's that? Finally, Bella agrees to tie the knot with Edward, knowing that he'll never turn her otherwise.
I'm gonna need that ring.
While there are definitely exceptions, statistics show that most teen marriages end in divorce. At age 18, someone as emotionally immature and unworldly as Bella really shouldn't be committing to immortality, let alone marriage.
When I was in a relationship when I was 17, that was all that mattered to me. That was it. And you know what? Not ashamed to admit it.
Number 9, she neglects her friends. Twilight's portrayal of romantic relationships continues to divide critics and fans. We can all agree, however, that Bella Swan isn't exactly synonymous with friendship goals. Bella is generally cold and indifferent towards her human friends, spending most of her time obsessing over the Cullens. Then, when Bella decides to get back in touch with the so-called friends that she's been ignoring, her mind still wanders elsewhere.
Keep walking.
I'm just gonna see something.
Of course, Bella's poor social skills also extend to her supernatural friends.
She does not neglect her friends. I don't feel bad about anything that happened in high school because guess what? The one person I talked to from high school, we just sent stupid fucking memes to each other.
She only grows more distant after the Cullens leave town, shutting her classmates out entirely.
Oh, my bad. Sorry for being fucking depressed and not wanting to be alive anymore. It doesn't matter what triggers your depression, okay? You're allowed to be depressed. You're allowed to be reserved. Homegirl kind of took it to the next level, but that's okay. Her mans, okay? They're meant to be together. They're soulmates. Soulmates. Okay? So don't even come at me with that.
Bella's the kind of friend who will ditch you during a girls' night out so that she can get acquainted with some intimidating strangers.
Well, they seem great. Can we go?
I'm just gonna see something.
No! That is not true. My homegirl was risking her life so she could see my boy Ghostword because she loved him so much, okay? It's ridiculous. It's supposed to be like that. She didn't abandon her friend group to go hang out with strangers. She was like, ooh, I'm gonna risk my life, head ass, to go see my fucking ghost boyfriend.
Number 8, she's a total klutz.
Oops, my bad for not having fucking coordination, I guess. My bad. Oops, next.
Bella breaks her hand just by punching Jacob in the face. Yeah, an action heroine she is not.
He's a werewolf! He's like really hard. I would break my fist, my tiny little old woman hand. I would break this punching like a soft patch of grass, okay? There's nothing wrong with being a weak, skinny queen, alright? Fuck you.
Bella can't even stroll down her own patio without slipping on ice.
That was ice!
Number 7, she has zero ambition. So many people tell Bella that she's giving up everything just to be part of the Cullen clan. When you think about it, however, what is Bella giving up? She's never had any life goals to begin with. She has no hobbies, no responsibilities, and no desire to contribute anything to society.
I don't either. And guess what? That's okay, bitch. That's okay. Sometimes it'd be like that as a young adult. Why are you expected to figure out your entire fucking life when you're 17, 18, 19? I'm not gonna get my shit together until I turn 45, okay? 45! Nothing wrong with that, bitch! Piss me off. Jesus Christ.
Number 6, she's emotionally manipulative.
Everyone is emotionally manipulative because we're all just devoid of emotion and we just try and cling to whatever we can get a hold of, okay? My homegirl lives in the rainiest part of the entire United States. It's gloomy, it's sad, and like there's green shit everywhere. She grew up with like an emotionally manipulative mom. That's what she learned. You can't hold that against her. She's not emotionally manipulative, and I swear to God if this is about fucking Team Jacob! Oh!
In a way, Bella is kind of like Scarlett O'Hara. Wait, hear us out. Both women wind up in the middle of a love triangle as a war breaks out. Just as Scarlett holds a torch for Ashley, Bella is convinced that she belongs with Edward. That doesn't stop either woman from leading other men on, however.
No. This is not Bella's fault. This is Stephanie Meyer's fault. This is not Bella's fault. She doesn't lead him on. She tells him no. All the time. Consistently. She's like, hey, Jacob, don't make me choose because I won't choose you. And it's Jacob that's like, I'm gonna make this bitch choose. I'm gonna make her choose. I'm gonna make her choose. I'm gonna make her hurt me. I'm gonna make her do it.
Where Scarlett takes advantage of Rhett's feelings for her, Bella continually manipulates Jacob as if he were a loyal puppy dog.
That was a disgusting addition. That was gross. Not funny.
Even after deciding to marry Edward, Bella still toys with Jacob's emotions.
He literally does not toy with his emotions. Nay.
Number 5, her world revolves around Edward.
Again, she is a teenager, a young woman. There's nothing wrong with letting your entire world be someone. How wonderful to be able to find someone that takes you away. Why do we judge people for doing that? Bitch, I see you revolving around that boy like he's a damn planet, and I'm fucking happy for you. Help me.
Even if you took the love interests out of Gone with the Wind, Scarlet would still be a complex character who goes through an interesting personal journey. If you took Edward out of Twilight, however, Bella would essentially be an empty husk of a human being.
Edward is fucking Bella's son, then Bella is fucking Edward's entire fucking galaxy, alright? Homegirl has other friends. She has other things that she enjoys. Edward fucking Crystal Geode ass got nothing else. Nothing. Boy, don't even fucking start with me. Fucking Edward Cullen, bitch, baby cry ass. Top 10 reasons why Edward Cullen was the worst. Coming next. That's deserving, bitch.
Number 4, the way she treats her parents. Charlie Swan is probably the Twilight character we sympathize with the most. Unlike the fathers in some other teen romances, he's generally understanding, caring, and always has his daughter's best interests at heart.
I would like to know how they came to that conclusion, because if they've only, even as someone who's only read the books and watched the movies, you don't get all of that information.
So how does Bella repay her dad? By constantly running out on him with no explanation.
She's not gonna live with her parents forever. And granted, she does take pretty hard advantage of her dad. R.I.P. my boy Charlie. I mean, he didn't die. He just wasn't treated very well.
By showing minimal affection towards him, even when he gives her a birthday present.
She didn't want to celebrate her birthday, okay? Me too. Me too.
Bella frequently leaves Charlie feeling confused, helpless, and worried sick, as if he's inconsequential in her life.
Yeah, that's called parenting, and that's why I'm gonna note out of that. Parenting 101. I'm confused. I don't know what this needs. It's still alive, so I must be doing something right. Right? I hope.
No.
Number 3, she just gives up after Edward leaves.
They've said this so many times. Watch Mojo they're not mental health friendly. They do not accept mental health problems. Calling them out.
Bella, honey, we get that Edward is totally gorgeous. At the end of the day, however, he's honestly not that great of a guy.
It's also literally about them. Listen, I dropped one of my fucking pizza rolls on the ground the other day. I cried. That's okay.
He was drawn to you in the first place because he liked the smell of your blood, which is beyond creepy.
He's a vampire. So
he broke into your house to watch you sleep, which is straight up stalking.
I like watching you sleep.
I agree with that one. Eddie boy, not cool.
He also decided to abandon you without stopping to consider your feelings or the turmoil that may ensue.
Hold on. He did stop to think about how this would concern Bella, and he thought that him leaving would be better off for her mortality, which is something at the very beginning of this fucking video you said she was just throwing away. Watch Mojo is Team Edward confirmed.
He's not worth crying over, but Bella nonetheless spends months sitting in her room moping, and it only gets worse from there.
Fucking shit, let a girl cry, dude.
Number 2, she purposely puts herself in danger. Crying in bed over your ex for months on end is one thing. Putting your life in jeopardy just to feel closer to your ex is another.
It's not real.
Bella proceeds to jump off a cliff and almost drown.
Oh well, oops, my bad.
Bella isn't merely coping with heartache. She's exemplifying clear signs of mental illness and needs psychiatric help.
It's just supposed to show you how exaggerated they both become as characters when they're apart from each other, because they're meant to be. They are meant to be.
Number 1, she's a horrible role model. Needless to say, Bella Swan is a far cry from Jo March, Elizabeth Bennet, and other empowering literary figures. Where those characters taught young readers about independence and maturity, Bella just encourages the unhealthy mentality that you're incomplete without a romantic partner. The idea of Bella shaping an impressionable mind's perception of relationships, or life in general, is downright unsettling.
They're right. This book completely shattered my illusion of what a successful, good relationship is like. I'm still waiting for my Edward, and I'll continue waiting. And that's that.
The beginning, it was Nessie who wanted me there.
Nessie? You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster?!
But in all seriousness, this is not a good representation of these books. That was like straight up call out, okay? This is taking it back to the horribly negative, nasty discourse that was surrounding these books in 2008 to 2014, which is why a lot of its fans were ostracized and made to feel like enjoying this was a bad thing, and it's not a bad thing. So I don't want to see this shit on my timeline anymore. Twilight is not that bad, okay? Did I just make a YouTube channel to make a video to react to this shit? Maybe. Will I regret this when I'm applying to jobs in the future and this is what they see? Absolutely. Am I gonna delete it? Undecided. But it was worth it. I'm watching you, Watch Mojo. Be calling my homegirl Bella out for this kind of shit. Top 10 reasons why Stephenie Meyer is the worst. Why Stephenie Meyer needs to develop. The Twilight Renaissance is alive and well. Thank you.